2 years since Cleveland teen Keshaun Williams disappeared. Now, remember, he was 15 years old when he was last seen in Cleveland. There is his picture. Please look at your screen. That triggered an Ohio Amber Alert, and since then, officials have increased the cash reward in his case as his family is pleading for his return. We did reach out to local law enforcement today, including the group Cleveland Missing, who tell us Cleveland police and the U.S. Marshals are still investigating any and all leads. And coming up at 6, we'll have more on this ongoing case as the search for Williams continues. And it's important to recognize there again, U.S. Marshals still involved in it.
And that family is so emotional, looking for answers and closures.
Every year, thousands of children are reported missing across the United States. Many are found within hours or days. Some return home safely. Others become names on flyers, faces on billboards, and stories that slowly fade from the headlines. But for the families left behind, the search never ends. Every ringing phone brings hope. Every unknown number makes their heart race. Every holiday leaves an empty chair at the table. Today's story is about one of those children, a 50-year-old boy from Cleveland, Ohio, who walked out of a party on a warm June night in 2023 and was never seen again. This is the disappearance of Keshaun Williams. Before he became the subject of news reports and missing person flyers, Keshaun was simply a kid. He was only 15 years old. He had dreams, friendships, and a family who adored him. Home videos shared by his family paint a very different picture than the one most people know today. Instead of a missing person poster, you see a teenager laughing in the backseat of a car, singing along to music, playing with his younger siblings, making jokes, smiling, being exactly what every 50-year-old should be, a carefree teenager enjoying life. His grandmother had described him as a funny, loving, goofy, and full of energy type of teen. They remember his constant phone calls, his laughter, his personality that could brighten up an entire room. Those memories are what they hold on to today, because those are the moments that matter the most, not the tragedy that followed. June 17th, 2023. For most people, it was an ordinary Saturday. School was out for the summer. Teenagers across Cleveland were enjoying their break. That evening, Keshaun went to a party in Cleveland's Salvic Village neighborhood near Fleet Avenue. Nothing about the decision seemed unusual. It was summertime. He was spending time with other teenagers. No one could have imagined that it would be the last time many people would ever see him. At some point during the evening, reports indicate Keshaun was asked to leave the party. Exactly what happened inside of the party, why he was asked to leave, and what happened immediately after remains unclear. Those unanswered questions have hunted investigators from the very beginning. One of the most heartbreaking parts in this case is what happened next. According to reports, Keshaun texted his mother, letting her know he was leaving the party and heading home. To most parents, a message like that wouldn't seem unusual. It would be reassuring. A simple text saying, "I'm on the way," but Keshaun never arrived. As time passed, concerns quickly turned into panic. His family knew something wasn't right. They said him disappearing without contacting them simply wasn't like him. He wasn't known for cutting off communication or running away. That gut feeling, that feeling that something terrible happened, will prove to shape the whole investigation. Days after Keshaun disappeared, investigators received information that changed everything. Witnesses reportedly told police they seen Keshaun inside a vehicle. According to those witnesses, he appeared to be tied up and physically assaulted. If true, it meant the investigators were no longer searching for a runaway teenager. They were searching for a possible kidnapping victim. Those reports prompted authorities to issue an Amber Alert and dramatically expand the investigation. The Cleveland Division of Police, the U.S. Marshals Service, and FBI were all involved. An enormous effort was underway. Investigators searched tirelessly. Abandoned homes, vacant buildings, parks, wooded areas, fields, creeks, neighborhood after neighborhood. Every tip was investigated. Search warrants were executed. Detectives interviewed witnesses. Investigators worked to piece together Keshaun's final known moments. The goal was simple: bring Keshaun home. Unfortunately, that day never came. When someone goes missing, times feel different for the family. Life continues for everyone else, but for them, everything stops. Birthdays come without celebrations. Christmas mornings feel incomplete. Graduations happen without the person who should be there. Keshaun's family has now spent years living in uncertainty. His grandmothers have spoken publicly about the pain of waking up every day without answers. They miss hearing his voice, his jokes, his laughs, the random phone calls he used to make throughout the day. Those little moments that once seemed ordinary have become priceless memories. Even after all this time, they continue to believe someone knows exactly what happened, and they refuse to give up any hope.
His grandmother's pain shows up in the little things Keshaun Williams misses every day.
I had just made a banana pudding on Thanksgiving. That's his favorite. You know, after I made it, whew.
An empty spot at their table, too much to bear.
It was hard for me to eat it. It was real hard.
Behind all of that pain is strength.
I feel like they don't get to steal my joy, and Keshaun's spirit is living forever.
Keshaun's grandmothers, Alona Miles and Mary Kay Williams, still hold out hope they'll get answers.
They don't get to win. They just don't get to win and put no sadness in my heart and make me feel any kind of way, especially today. 18 years old, he would have been graduating.
They're marking a third birthday without their grandson home. June 17, 2023. Keshaun was 15 years old when he was supposedly kicked out of a party on Fleet Avenue in Slavic Village. Witnesses later told police they spotted him in a vehicle, tied up and beaten, setting off an Amber Alert. Since then, Cleveland police and U.S. Marshals have scoured entire neighborhoods, fields, and abandoned houses looking for the missing teen.
They're not letting this become a cold case. They are not giving up on this. And I'm so happy about that because, you know, it's easy to just throw something to the side and just say, we can't help you.
Still, the missed moments together are adding up. Phone calls, church on Sundays, and helping out at grandma's. This photo of Keshaun raking Mary's yard taken about a month before he went missing.
I just wish somebody would come forward and just, you could be anonymous. Just tell us where he at, or if he's deceased, tell us where his remains. Tell us something.
Instead of hitting those milestones together, now they have things like this.
As the months turned into years, many people began asking the same question: has the case gone cold? According to investigators, the answer is no. Authorities have reportedly emphasized that Keshaun's disappearance remains an active investigation. Detectives continuing following up on tips. Evidence continues to be reviewed. The reward for information has grown as much as $27,000 in hopes that someone with critical information will finally come forward. Investigators have knowledge that they still do not have all the answers, but they remain committed to finding them.
The question remains, where is Keshaun Williams? The teenager disappeared more than 2 years ago, and today, on his 18th birthday, his family is once again pleading with the public for help. Sia New Yorker has been following this case from the start, and here's here now with the latest. Sia, good evening to you.
Good evening, Russ. It's been more than 900 days since 15-year-old Keshaun Williams went missing, and his family members were hoping that by now he would be back here with them to celebrate what would have been a special day. Mary Williams says this is not how she wanted to celebrate her grandson's big day.
Happy 18th birthday, Key. We love you. And it's got several pictures of him, and also it has an honorary diploma.
Happy birthday, Keshaun.
Happy birthday, Keshaun.
Her grandson, Keshaun Williams, has been missing since June 17, 2023, when he was 15 years old. Police say he vanished after a house party on Gertrude Avenue in Cleveland's Slavic Village neighborhood and hasn't been seen since, despite an Ohio Amber Alert and an open investigation. Now, on Keshaun's 18th birthday, Grandma Williams marked the day, gathering Keshaun's siblings and other relatives at her home.
Just to do all of this and take from the family and the kids and their loved one is just like so selfish to me.
Every missing child deserves attention, but many cases disappear from public conversation after the first few weeks. Families are left feeling forgotten. That's why sharing stories like Keshaun's matters. Someone who wasn't paying attention in 2023 may hear this case today. Someone who was afraid to speak years ago may finally find the courage. Someone may remember a conversation, a vehicle, a name, or a detail that didn't seem important at the time. Sometimes that's all it takes to break a case wide
Hello,
open.
everyone. My name is Sharice Snowden. I'm here to do a media blast about my son, Keshaun Williams. There has been several donations to the reward, and I would like to thank everyone who has donated to my son's reward. I greatly appreciate it. This has been a very hard time for me, and I was expecting, with the reward money that someone would come forward with any information. I know the community may not want to deal with the police, but if you do have any information, you can contact the number, and you can remain anonymous. You can let a friend of a family know and tell someone else. It really doesn't matter, I really don't need to know who it came from. I just need to know where my son is. If you've seen him, if is there any way that you can take a picture, video. I need some type of proof to say that, he was actually seen. We get a lot of speculation saying he's here, he's there. He may not want to come home. That's besides the point. He is a juvenile. He's 15. He does not need to be on the streets alone. It's very scary out here, and I feel like it's all community. We need to stick together and keep these kids safe. No kid should be on the street, nor with an adult knowing that, he's missing. So I would like to say some things to my son. This is a letter to my son, Keshaun. Keshaun, since you've been gone, I have been worried about you. I miss the days that we eat breakfast together, we watch movies. I just miss seeing you in the morning when you wake up. I just miss waiting for you to walk through that door, taking you to boxing practice. I miss your smile. I want to hear your voice. Keshaun, if you see this, please come home. I love you, and I'm waiting for you because I know you're going to walk through that door. Thank you.
Tonight, somewhere, someone knows the truth. Someone knows what happened after Keshaun left the party. Someone knows why a 15-year-old boy never made it home. If you're watching this and you know something, even if you think it's insignificant, please contact Cleveland Division of Police or Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force. You can remain anonymous, and if you have any information, you can still help. Share stories of Keshaun. Talk about his case. Keep his name alive, because every share, every conversation, and every view keeps hope alive that one day Keshaun Williams will finally get the justice he deserves. Until then, his family continues to wait, and they continue to hope that the next phone call will finally bring the answers they've been searching for since June 17th, 2023. If Keshaun's story touched you today, please take a moment to help keep his name alive. Like this video, subscribe to Beyond the Crime Scene, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a new case. Every like, comment, and share helps these stories reach more people, and sometimes all it takes is one person seeing a case for the right information to come forward. If you have thoughts about today's case, please leave them in the comments below. As always, keep the discussion respectful of Keshaun, his family, and everyone affected by this tragedy. If you know anything about Keshaun Williams' disappearance, no matter how small it may seem, please contact the Cleveland Division of Police or the Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force. You can remain anonymous, and a reward is being offered for information that leads investigators to answers. Thank you for spending time with me today and helping Keshaun's story in the public eye. Until next time, stay aware, stay compassionate, and remember, every victim has a story, every family deserves answers, and every case deserves to be heard. I'll see you in the next video.